whatever the column name, data type, and so on. Okay. Similarly, alter table, drop table, truncate, and rename. After that, there is one command I have added here, DESC. DESC is a command which is used just to describe the structure of your table which you have created. Okay, so for that I have added the theory because this I have not told you in a lecture. So that theory I have added, which you can just copy. Domain integrity constraint we have already covered. Check constraint, unique key constraint, primary key constraint. Okay, if you want, you already those are available in this table also. Okay, so that part is there. You add the theory part for all these. How to prepare document? Almost my document is that format only, but still, if it is not, you have to prepare your document the way the format I have shared with Prathamesh yesterday. I hope yesterday Prathamesh shared that document with you people. So then, C part is your queries which we are going to do today. Oh, I don't know why it looks like this. What is this one, two? Okay, 1 minute. I'll just take it down. This numbers, steps I have added, steps for every question so that you can go ahead with each and every question. Or we will do right now, don't worry about it. But still. So here, yeah, here it looks correct, but I don't know, over there it was. So here, first question is create department table with the following structure and whatever you are having. Okay, so these are steps I have added over here. Understand the create table syntax. First, you should know what is a create table syntax. Decide the name of the table based on the question which is given. Decide the name of each column and its data type. Whatever columns are asked, these names are nothing but the columns and its data type. So then use the create table syntax to create the whatever table is asked and add the primary key as it is mentioned, department number as the primary. So now with this, to start with this practical, I want everyone, I hope you all have your WAM server installed on your machine, right? Which I have already passed on the message on classroom. So you must have got that notification. So everyone is having your WAM server with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now what you will do, all of you start your WAM server first. See, I am just showing how to work with this, those who are not knowing. Start with the WAM server, yes. Then on down, right side down, you can see in this bar, the WAM server is available with this notation, half circle like this circle. So click on that, then go to MySQL. Okay, go to MySQL console. So all of you just do this. Password, there is no password, just empty, just enter it. We have not kept any password, just enter it.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, my WAM server just opens and just closes immediately. I don't know what's the problem.
open and closes immediately. What, any error it is showing?
No, ma'am, it just opens and closes. The console, this console opens and closes immediately.
Okay, do one thing. Right side, you can see your WAM server down is available. Here it is available. This icon.
Yes, ma'am, there it is.
Okay, click on that and go to
Yes.
PHP My Admin. Go to PHP My Admin.
Ma'am, PHP here to
It will take you to the browser like this.
yes, ma'am.
This is open.
Yes, ma'am, this is open.
It is not closing, right? Okay, right now keep it as it is. I'm not explaining that part, but if you are not getting this screen, then you can work on that. So try with this Prathamesh, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Prathamesh, again try with the SQL if you are getting MySQL console once.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you installed Prathamesh the other software which I have given with that?
Yes, ma'am, I had installed that first.
Both also, okay. Then I think, do one thing then. Do one thing. Restart all services. Click on this restart all services.
Okay, ma'am.
And then just click here, restart all services, and then go to MySQL. Okay, so now everyone is having this. Students, please communicate whenever I'm asking the question so that I come to know exactly whether you are getting or not. Okay, fine. So
Yes,
our
ma'am.
first question is what? Create a table.
Ma'am,
Department.
where is the question list? I'm not getting it.
Who is this?
Krishna, ma'am.
Krishna, I told that the questions are available in our classroom drive, experiment number 3 document, SQL folder, SQL lab. Go to the drive of our classroom. In that, these
Okay, I've
questions are
opened it.
available. The experiment number 3, which is a part of your lab manual. Got?
No, ma'am, I didn't get it. Where is it?
See, here, this is your classroom drive. 1 minute, I'll just go. This is the drive for your SQL DBMS. Okay, it looks like this. Classroom, right? This part you can see on
To
your
access this drive, if I don't get it.
no access. 1 minute, I'll just check. No access is given to everyone. See here, your name is there. Krishna, yeah, it is already there. I have given access to every student. You can see your name must be there. Okay, no. Yeah, see, yes, I have given access to everyone, every student from who is there in our
Ma'am,
classroom.
login in drive through XI ID, then it will be visible.
Yes, definitely. You are going through your classroom only, right? If you are using another mail ID, then please go with the XI ID that I told you. While filling the feedback, also go with the XI ID only. And here, this is a drive for our classroom which accepts only the XI ID. So please, if you are not using that, log in with that. So here in SQL lab, I have added the experiments 1, 2, and now 3. We are working on experiment number 3. Okay, shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Yes. Okay, then now first question is we have to create a department table. Okay, in this department table, they have given us 4 columns: name, department number, e-name, and LOC, that is a location. Okay, and data types for each they have mentioned, and according to that what they have asked, department number as a primary key. So my first question to first instruction to everyone is, now onwards whichever experiment we are going to do, every experiment will have the concept at create table, view, whatever. In that you have to see to it that you will have your name somewhere, name and roll number. For example, now I'm saying when I'm creating this department, I'm going to create the department table. Don't create table department only. Your table should be create table department with your roll number, so that I'll come to know this is done by you only, so you have practiced it. For exam point of view, you are ready with this type of questions. Okay, so whenever you are going to create view, trigger, or a function, procedure, table, whatever, you will attach your roll number with that particular or table, whatever, table, view, or anything. Fine, so that in output I can see your roll number is there, means you perform that practical. So every student will try to execute the queries. So now first we'll go for first question. Before this, you all have to create your database. In which database you want to store this data. Okay, so we can do one thing. You all create your database. All of you create database. Create database and name of your database. Create database and name of your database. Right. For example, right now I am creating SEIT for you people. Semicolon at the end, enter. So you here you are getting the result, right? Okay, query okay, one row affected, right? Now what you are supposed to do, the document is available with you, right? The Word document, it is here. Open that document, save on your system in Word file. Now First, before these queries, what you will do here, you all have snipping tool with you. Snipping tool in your system, just type here snipping tool or any formatting tool you can use for that, where you or screenshot, anything you can use. Snipping tool is an easier way, so you can select that snipping tool. I have already opened as my son was attending the lecture, so it is already there. So here what you are supposed to do, you have to go to the this file, sorry, SQL file where we are writing a query. Every part which you are going to execute, you have to take a screenshot. As this is first experiment, I am explaining each and everything. Next experiment onwards, you can continue. So what I will do, this is there. I want to take a screenshot of this. So I will just take a screenshot of this. Okay. So I'm selecting that part. That part I will add in my file. So for example, before starting query, I need a database. So this is done. Query is also there. Output is also there. Done. Now here, create table. We'll go ahead with this. After this, here I have mentioned somewhere answer. So there you will add, after this answer, you will add your screenshot, whichever we are going to take. So now for that, we will create the table. I'll just do it like this so I can see the question also. Okay. Okay, fine. So first what you have to do, you have to create a table. Can anyone give me the output or query for this particular thing? Everyone try by yourself. All of you try to create table department. For example, I'll just say create table department. Any name you can give for department, DEPT or whatever you want. So I'm just saying department and put the roll number. Right now you people have up to 62. So I will just put 99 roll number, which is not there. So no issue. So I'm just taking this roll number DPT 99. This is my create table structure. Okay. After that, I want on a new line. You can continue in single line, but always prefer this proper structure. So go on next line. So it is easy to read also. What is my first column? Name. Don't consider anything as a capital. Just go with a lowercase letter. Name is a query which I am going to write in a, sorry, is the first column for my create table. So I will say name varchar. Then I'll just mention some size for the department name. Here, if I want, instead of just name, I can mention D name. I'm just saying department name so that I should not get any problem later on. I will just say size as, for example, 10. Okay. Then second, comma. Department name is my primary key? No. So it is just department name. Enter. If you want this to be not null, you can also mention here not null. That is up to you. It is not asked in the table. So that is not asked. So I'm not going for any extra thing here right now. Next, DEPT-NO. That is department number. So I'm just writing that only. DEPT-NO, department number with a integer. So I'm just saying int. If it is integer, no need to specify the size. But they have said DEPT-NO as a primary key. So mention it as a primary key. Don't forget. Comma. Come to the next line. E-name, employee name. So I'm just saying E-name with some values and data type. I'm saying varchar. Then you can also write character, doesn't matter. With variable character is preferable, where you can also include the numbers. So I'm just saying 15 as a size. They have
You forgot
specified
to
10.
use the database.
Yes.
You
Yes, yes.
forgot to use the database.
Yes, I forgot to use the database. We have created a database, but we have not used. Anyways, I'll just copy this query. correct. We have to first use it. I forgot that. Once created, you have to use. So I'll just remove all those things. I'll just run that. So it is not final. So it is saying database is not used. Use which database I have created right now? SCIT. So I'll say use SCIT. It is database use means that is a change. Now again I have to take a screenshot for this because this part will come before my queries. So I'll just take a screenshot of that. Here, while creating a database, again you put your name with your roll number. I have written SCIT. You can also write SCIT, your name and roll number. It has to be there. So put this part in your Word file, which I have just shared with you. Yeah, here. After creating a database, use it. Okay, and then only start, because here see I have not used, I got the error that no database selected. Then you start with creating. Now already my data, whatever I have written sentences are available, so just use up down arrows. So I have used up arrow, I got this, enter. Again I will go ahead with that, I got department name, enter. Then third, which I have written previously, enter, and ename. Okay, correct. Then we have, sorry, this I don't want. I have one more row, LOC, location. So I will say location, varchar, give some size for that. Sorry student, here they have not asked us department name, right? That name column is name, whatever column is a column name which I have added, and type is a data type. So we don't require this department name over here. It is as it is not asked in this table. In this table they have asked only department number, e-name and LOC. So we will restrict to that. I'll just okay, I'll remove that part now. Create table, department. Now I don't require this name. So I will just take second, DPTNO, then E name, comma, I forgot upline, so I am just writing here. Then I have LOC. Anyways, I'll write LOC, varchar, size, and only 3 columns they have asked in the question. I consider this name, but that is a column name. I directly went to that, consider that as a column, a new column. So I got LOC, varchar 10. With the everything is done, all 3 columns are added. Department number as a primary key, e name as one of the column, LOC as one of the column. Then now main, create table bracket closing, semicolon at the end, and now I'm saying okay. So my query got executed. I am not getting any error. My table is created. Correct? But now table is created, but I want to see my table whether it is there or not. Right? So to see the structure of your table, you have to use a describe command, which I have shown here. You can see I have added that command which I told you, DSC, describe EMP. Sometimes it accesses as per the software DSC. Sometimes it asks for the, in Oracle it asks for the complete word, describe. So we'll just write DESC. My table name is DPT 99. So we'll come to know whether we have created. This is a table which we have created. These are our columns. These are the type, data type. The null value, which one can accept the null value? Primary DPTNO is my primary key, as I have mentioned, so it cannot accept the null value. And key value, it is showing us that a primary key, and default value null, which is not acceptable over here. And extra nothing we have added any constraint or anything, right? So this is a structure which now for this you will take screenshot from this create table, create table till here, end of this describe. This is the complete answer. If you are getting any error in between, then do one thing, take a screenshot of first part and then second part, describe query later on is okay. Try to avoid take a screenshot of the errors, because many times you will get error, so don't get scared with that, any no problem with that. So first part, everyone is clear with the first question which is asked in this experiment. Questions are very simple. I have just added those for your practice. So all of you first complete your this part. All of you, everyone complete the first question and show me your result one by one.
How to show the result?
You can share your screen. At least a few people can share their screen so that I'll come to know, yeah, people are getting output, so we can go ahead. Or else at least in your comment chat box, just put we got the result so that I'll come to know people got the result. At the end, I will ask you to share your screen and I'll mark your marks for the performance. Okay, here itself, so that later on I don't need to do. So right now, don't share your screen. Just put in chat box that you got result. So if many of you got the result, I'll go ahead with the next question. Even right now, if you got the result for first and you want to continue with the next question, you can go ahead. But see to it that you will not make any error, because that time I will be on another question and you will be on another question. Otherwise, wait. We'll go with one by one. Okay, then continue. Prathamesh, you got this SQL part?
Yes, ma'am, I got it. Ma'am, where
Yeah.
is the document that?
It is there in our classroom drive. But just log in with your Xavier ID.
Yes, ma'am.
Go to the classroom. In classroom, you will have folder SQL Lab.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can see my screen, SQL Lab. In that experiment number 3. If we get time, we'll go
Got
ahead
it.
with the 4 also, and I will share the 4th document again here. I have not purposely not added right now. Okay, we'll go ahead with this. Can we go for the next second question? Other student, please. I got result from only 2-3 people. Those who got the result, please let me know.
I'm 2 minutes.
Because this is our first experiment on SQL. Okay, we'll go ahead with the second question now.
The
This is
PC
my
RAM has
SQL,
some problem.
SQL part. Anyone, any doubt? Okay, we'll go ahead with the next part. No, not this. Experiment number 3. Yeah. So all of you put your screenshot in the answer part for this first question. So I have just added this. I'll just remove this, okay? Let it be. I'll do that later on. Second question now. The first structure we created, in the same way what they have asked you, create a table called employee with the following structure. Now this part you can do by yourself. You have to create a table with 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Data
Ma'am,
types are given. Yes,
ma'am, could you wait for 2 minutes, please?
yes, I will wait. I'm just asking
Thank
for
you.
those who got the output. Even you can continue later on. Don't worry. Second is similar with the first part. That is just create a table employee. Put your roll number after that. Employee, for example, 12, 14, whatever. The way I have written for department, 99. Student, create your table with create table employee 99, whatever your roll number, with this column. And now here the primary key is EMPNO, employee number. Put that as a primary key. Further, in this question they have asked, allow null for all remaining columns except e-name and job. So wherever you have e-name and job, just after creating writing that column name, right next to that not null. Other column null is accepted but not for that. Continue the procedure same way for the experiment number 1 and finish this part. Go ahead. I'll wait till that because others are doing. I'll just do one thing. This is a document for you people, so I'll remove this. I'll keep somewhere else. You can use another tool for taking a screenshot, whichever is available with you. So that is also okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, how to use description command? DESC, then table name, and then
Semicolon.
yes.
You can see my screen here.
Ma'am, and if we mistype some command, then can we go back or we have to start again?
Mistake any command means if you're
Uh,
getting any error.
no,
If
ma'am.
you're getting,
If department number, I wanted to make it as a primary key, but I didn't. I just went to the next thing. So
but
if I want to edit it,
you got the result as query executed table creation wala.
yes, ma'am. Got it.
Then you have to drop your table first. Write like this: drop table and whatever your department table.
Okay.
99. Right now I'm doing that. First drop it and then create it again. Because the table, otherwise you have to use alter and you have to modify it. That is other way. Right now go with the simplest way because it is just a beginning. You have not done many things with the table. So just drop your table, department and create it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we just have to download the document and insert these snips, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you,
Who is
ma'am.
this?
I'm Johan, ma'am.
Johan, now I think you joined late or you were there when I gave instructions.
No, ma'am, I joined in late.
Okay, then what you are supposed to do, this document you can copy on your screen and in this only you can make the changes. Only thing here, I have not added a few part I have not added. See here, B part, SQL commands. I have left some space in between, right? So every command you have to write the purpose, their general syntax and one example. So example just which we are performing, don't take that. Put normal any other example. Okay, for showing the create table use. Okay, so you purpose or you can say use general syntax and one example for all these which I have mentioned. Create, alter, drop, truncate, rename. After that DSC for which I have already given. So for that, just copy as it is. Then domain integrity part I have already added. Don't do anything. And then continue with whatever query part we are having. Before question 1, you write about create database and use database. So here only I will mention create database and use it so that you will not forget it. Just now I forget. So likewise you will not forget it. Okay. And after this you add the screenshot of that and for the queries just here when you're submitting student when you're submitting your document don't here just in answer you put your screenshots but every table every view trigger or whatever you are having see to it that your roll number is attached with that like this I have written DEPT 99 you write your DEPT or department your roll number whatever is 23 last 2 digit you can take okay
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
yeah so we will go for question number 2 question number 2 who would like to share their screen with the output Anyone got the output for question number 2? Okay, I'm going fast. Sorry. Okay, we'll wait. This is first practical, I can understand. Shubham, your WAM server is not working. What error you're getting, Shubham?
Ma'am, even my PC crashed while I'm using WAM server. It said it ran into some problem. I had to start again. I had written the codes.
Uh, do one thing, Krishna.
Can I do it on my SQL?
Once you install it now, just when you will start, go to the right side there wherever we are having, where we are starting it. Restart all services of the WAM server. 1 minute, why it is coming again? See here when you are going, go to WAM server and go for here, restart all services or put online. Do this and check. Even Shubham, you can do this. Console. My screen is shared, right? See students, when we are starting with a practical of our WAM server, just on desktop you must be having a shortcut icon like this. So click on this. When you will click on this, on right side bottom, somewhere here, this bar, you will get the WAM server icon. If it is not available, I have not kept everything visible. So here it is available. This is the WAM server icon.
Ma'am,
Okay.
can I please use MySQL?
What? Can
Can I
I?
use the official MySQL software?
Which is available with you, but the thing is you can use, but the problem is that if everyone is trying with other software, then the structure will be different. And for exam point of view, if we are conducting exam, then you need to be practice with this server which we are using for your exam. That is the main reason I want you people to familiar with this. Otherwise, I don't have problem if you're using anything, but for exam, then you should not say I don't know the very where was the command and all that. Again, here in SQL Server, that day you asked the question, that answer I will give you after this. Right now, let me finish with the explain. Yes, Mitesh, when you will go here, go to the MySQL and then go to MySQL Console. Go to the console. This is a new one I have started. Previously, I have already there. So I'll just close this. I will share you with that, which you require. Okay, can you see now?
Hello, ma'am. I am having a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, in first table, there is given department number, int and size is 2, but we didn't write it in that code.
Yes. Integer, if you are not mentioning, if it is an integer data type, if you are not mentioning the size, it is accepted. If you are mentioning, still it is accepted.
Okay, ma'am.
So that is up to you whether you want to mention or you don't want to mention.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Yeah. Any command to clear screen. What command you use usually for a clearing screen?
CLS.
Yeah. So try with that, because I have not used the command for this clear screen, because I usually not working with this console. I always work with the other part. So just check for that. There is a command I have not used here. Here, right side somewhere. This is other way for taking a screenshot. Okay, whatever you required, select whatever you want and then take a screenshot. For clear screen, I'm just finding the option which I have not checked with this.
Ma'am, is there a way to change language because I'm getting my errors in French?
Same
Your
as
computer system language is what selected.
English.
Then how you're getting going to French? There is nowhere we are adding any language and all that. You can check. Go with the properties. Uh, Go to the font and select the language.
Ma'am, if the
That will
query
be that will be
is in
available
English.
with the font. English only you have selected, right?
Yes, ma'am. If the query is right, it's displaying in English. But if there's an error, it's displaying in French.
No, it should not come
yes,
like that
ma'am.
because you
Same
need to
problem with
understand you need to understand the experimental terminal setting. We'll just check. I have not done any setting with this. Everyone others are getting properly, right?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's
yes,
working.
ma'am.
You got? Who is this?
Yes, ma'am, I got.
Okay. What you did anything or restarting you got? Yes? You did anything or you got by just restarting it?
No, ma'am. Directly I got.
Surprise. Good. Anyways, anyone got the point for clearing the screen? Control plus L. No, it is not working. I just selected. Okay,
Ma'am, for
about
adding
here.
a
Yes.
foreign key, I've written the query as alter table employee 30, add department number, references department.
In this question, we have asked a foreign key.
Has to insert foreign key.
Which question number?
Third query.
Yeah, foreign key. What you wrote?
Alter table employee, add department number, references department.
References, department, then department number. Yes, but in that I have to write the foreign key keyword. You have to write the foreign key before the question. Clear screen. Anurag, I will let you know because I have not checked with that. So I will find out that with the for clearing the screen. It's for this WAM server. For SQL, we are MySQL normal. We are using Control L, but here we will check. So I will let you know. For second part, everyone got the answer for this. Creating a table, employee. Anyone left or I have to wait for that or I'll go ahead?
Ma'am, can you show the third one?
Yeah, I will go ahead with that. In command we use CLS. You tried Anurag with CLS?
Yes, ma'am. I tried with CLS and Control L Shift Delete. Nothing is working.
Okay. So somewhere we should make a note of that so that
Ma'am, ma'am, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Okay, I have created a second query and I have see here my query is there and as it is asked, employee number should be the primary key. E-name and job should not be null. They have said except this other can be null. So for these I have added the not null. I have created the table. All of you create this table if you have not done and then describe that table with the structure. This is the structure for whatever I have created. Take a screenshot of this for your question answer of question number 2. Okay, sorry, I was not knowing I am muted. It's okay, thank you. Okay, we'll go for third question now. Yeah. Third question, add a column department number to the employee table where department number is a foreign key for employee table. Now we know that department number is a primary key for department table. And that is the reason first we have created the department table. So it is created, it is there in database. Now we have to add the department number as a foreign key in the employee table. Employee table also we have created. So for that we have to write a query alter table. So we will alter the table. Alter table. What is the employee table name? EMP. Mine is EMP 99. Then I will say I want to add something in that table, right? So what I want to add? I want to add a new column. So I will say add. Name is DEPT. You can give other name for this, which is new column in my employee table. Okay, so I'm just keeping DEPT. It is of type integer. You can specify this size or you cannot specify. That doesn't matter for integer. Okay, so I'm just not putting that. Then if you want to give some name for this constraint, so you can add the name for that constraint, comma. Somewhere it accepts the comma, somewhere it will not. We will check with that. Constraint. Give some name. I am just giving foreign key from DEPT department. Any name you can give for our further reference if you want to drop it. Okay. Then after that, I'm just writing it is a foreign key, which is a foreign key from my department table, that is again DEPT because there also I have kept the same name. This is from that table, foreign key DEPT from this table which I have created. So this attribute resemble with here, this add part, okay, where it references this spelling may give you problem if it is incorrect. Okay, references my department table. What is my department table? DEPT 99, right? Here we have created, so DEPT 99. From that department table the attribute name is DEPT correct? Okay, now here I'm going to close this main bracket after the add, so semicolon. Okay, so what it is saying, query okay, 0 rows affected, it just added the thing. Now I want to check with my employee table. So I will say describe whether that got added or not. So I'm just saying EMP 99 semicolon. So here DEPTNO is added. When it is a primary key, it is giving MUL. Okay, as you will come to know, it is a foreign key. So now all of you try for this query. I'm just taking screenshot for the
Ma'am,
reference.
ma'am, what
Yes.
was constraint in the department?
Yeah, constraint is nothing but I am adding the see foreign key is nothing but one of the integrity constraint, right? Foreign
Yes,
key is one of the integrity constraint. So you are going to add the constraint in that table. When you're going to add foreign key, then that is a constraint for that table. When you are directly adding the foreign key or to your table when while creating, there is no need to use the constraint word. But if you are adding it separately after newly, then use this constraint keyword. Okay, now here fk underscore dept is the name of this constraint. Okay, this name, if you are not using constraint, fk underscore dept is optional part. If you are not mentioning, still you should get your result. Okay, why I am using this? If I am using this later on, if I want to do some operation on this constraint which I have added, I want to alter, I want to drop, so I require this constraint name.
hmm.
So for that purpose, I am just adding this constraint. This name can be anything.
Yes, ma'am.
So just all of you add the foreign key and take your output.
Ma'am, it's showing an error. It's saying that
Yes.
department number doesn't exist in the table.
Department number.
Doesn't exist in the table.
In your DEPT department table, have you added that primary key as department number?
Yes,
Does you,
ma'am, I've added it as a primary key.
can you share your screen? 1 minute. I cannot directly orally I can give answers. You show me, share your screen with me. I'll stop sharing. Share it. Yeah. Oh, can you just increase the font size or 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll just close this chat box. Yeah, I can see. Okay, 1 minute. Show me your department table first, Krishna. Yeah. DEPT, 1 minute. Krishna, why you have not added your roll number here in department when you created?
I forgot to add.
It's okay. DEPTNO is there. Okay, come down. Come down for the foreign key part. Yeah. Uh, yeah, come down. Alter table, employee, add, then brackets. After add, you put bracket. Put the bracket for that. Write the query again. Run it. Enter and write query again. Yeah. After add, put a bracket. Foreign key DPT references DPT. No space after DPT. Okay, it's okay if you're again. Okay, now run. Key column DPT. Yes, Krishna, in your employee, you have not added the column. Add the column department and then refer that as a foreign key. In employee table, first add a column in this alter only. In this alter only, you need to add that column, right? And then you are assigning that as a foreign key. So you should write alter table name, that is your EMP whatever. Yes. And now add. What you are going to add? Add in bracket. You are going to add one column, that is DEPT. DEPT gives a data type for DEPT NO, right? DEPT NO. This you are going to make as an integer, right? So add the data type for this. First add the column to your employee table, and then we are making that as a foreign key. No semicolon. Don't end it. Add dpt space, no bracket closing. We have not finished with adding part. Closing bracket before closing bracket. Yes, space. It is integer. So int data type. Int. Yes. Now after adding this comma. Now if you want to add the constraint name, do you want to add the constraint name? If you want, then write the keyword constraint.
I don't want to add constraint name.
Then don't write. Remove it. Then just write foreign key. Foreign key. Yes. Then in bracket, which attribute you are going to make as a foreign key? This is only which you have just added. In bracket, you write dptno. Bracket. Mention the bracket for that. Yeah, this is the attribute which you have just now added that you want foreign key. References, department table name, and the attribute name from the department table name. Two closing brackets you will get. One more closing for add. Yeah, semicolon and enter. You have an error in your SQL. Check the manual corresponding to references. References spelling is wrong, I think. Yeah. Done. Now describe your EMP table. So constraint, if you want, you can add. If you don't want, you cannot add. That is up to you. But you should know that is a constraint. And if in exam the question is add a constraint, then you have to add that with the constraint only. Okay, fine. So there are two ways. That is up to you. So we'll go for next question. Question number. Other student, have you all finished with 3 questions?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
we go ahead? Yes. So we'll go ahead.
Ma'am, Johan is saying wait.
Johan is saying what? Okay, Johan. Finish. We'll wait. Once you're done, Johan, please let us know. Then we can go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
That is up for third question, right? Yes, Johan, you done?
Can you explain the constraint part again? I'm not able to get it, ma'am.
Which one?
The third query.
Yeah, I will explain the third part. Those who have not understood question, those who have not understood, they can pay attention. Others, those who have understood the third or completed till third question, please go ahead with the question number 4, because it is just you have to create a table student with a roll number as a primary key, and not a single column should accept the null value. So for each and every column which you are going to add, make not null. And one column will be primary key. So others start with the question number 4. I will explain the third part. See,
Ma'am, in one column,
yeah.
in address there it is given varchar, so we have to use varchar only, no?
I am asking, see student, varchar is used when you can also accept character as well as number. So somewhere I have written varchar, so it is always preferable to use a varchar instead of char everywhere. So that is up to you, but I'll suggest you use varchar everywhere, only when it is not integer. So go for varchar only. Okay, fine. So question number 3, what they have asked, add a foreign key in an employee table. Now already we have created an employee table, right? So if extra column, if we want to add or we want to delete, then we have to use the command alter table. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am, are you sharing the screen? It's not visible.
Okay, okay. Wait, I think my screen is shareable, so I have to stop that first. No, mine is not shared. This is who, Vinod?
Ma'am, we are asking, are you sharing your screen?
I have not shared my screen. Krishna, you have shared your screen?
Ma'am, to explain.
Acha. Oh, sorry. My screen was not shared. Okay, you want my? I thought it is shared. Yes, I stopped because Krishna was sharing. Then I forgot. Anyways, now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So question number 3 is what they have asked. Add a column department number to the employee table. Our employee table already we have created. Now when you want to add a new column or you want to delete the entire column, you have to use the command alter table. So for that purpose, what I will do now here, I have used a alter table command. Where is my foreign key part? Yeah. So I am using the command alter table name. Table name is employee because in employee table I want to add a new column, right? So I am writing alter table name, employee table name, add because I want to add a new column in my table. That column name is department number related. Here you can write any name which will be visible in my employee table. Okay, so I am writing DPTN only because I am going to make it as a foreign key, right? So this DPTNO number is of type integer. So first you have to add a column which you want to make as a foreign key, comma. Here this constraint fk underscore DPT is optional because this I am saying I have added to refer this part later on when I want. Later on, if I don't want, I'll just say drop constraint FK department. So my foreign key will get deleted. So that is optional part. If you are not adding this, still your foreign key will get added. But I am mentioning for my further reference or future reference. 1 minute. So it will be constraint. This can be any name for that constraint. Then foreign key keyword. Which column you want to make as a foreign key. So I have just now added DEPTNO in my employee that I want to make as a foreign key. So I am putting here DEPTNO. For referencing which table, so references, S keyword is spelling has to be proper. Then department table. From department table, DEPTNO column. Then it is a primary key in my department table, which I want to make as a foreign key in my employee table. But before making it as a foreign key, you have to add that in your employee table. Okay, and then close it. So when I am describing the table, see here the department number got added. And when it is a foreign key, it shows like this in structure. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So other students finished with question number 4. Johan, still you are getting error. If you are getting error, please share your screen. I can check the output.
Ma'am, I'm getting an error.
Who is this?
Prathamesh.
Okay, Prathamesh, 1 minute. I will stop sharing. You share your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Shubham, WAM server is not working. For that now, I don't know what to do because that depends on your system. So they definitely don't require much memory and all that. But still, you check with your system now. This program does not support the version of Windows. Shubham, you have 32-bit or 64 bits. 32-bit or 64-bit system. If it is 64, then the first one which I shared, that only you have to download. Otherwise for 32 also we have added the new one. Windows, any Windows it will work. Mine is 10. It is accepting the same file. Our colleges were, we were having 7 or before that, so but it was working. So I don't think, you do one thing, uninstall it and install again. First install the second file which is given, which is related with C++ and .NET, all the, okay, install that and then install this WAM server. Try with that. Mitesh, your question answer is constraint underscore department. FK underscore department is the name of the constraint, and constraint is a keyword which I am using to mention the name for that particular foreign key which I have added. So why to add that? To refer it in future. If I want to delete it, I can delete by using the constraint name. Yes, Prathamesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
This error.
Anurag, still getting the errors in French. Okay.
ma'am,
For that,
for
I think where we, yes, Shubham?
ma'am, for question number 4, we have to create a new database, or we have to use the
No,
same
no,
one.
no. Database one only. Today's practical, everything in one database.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Prathamesh, 1 minute. I'll just close this
Yes,
so I
ma'am.
can see. Yeah. You're getting error primary key not null. What error? We have an error in SQL. Check the manual color. Okay. Create table student 17. Okay. You got the output till first part, right? Question number 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you are talking about fourth question. Create table student, roll number, int 6, primary key. Okay, when your primary key, no need to write not null. By default, it is not null. I don't.
Okay, ma'am. That only doubt I had.
Yeah. Okay.
So, ma'am, then
Remove.
it will work.
Then it will work. Definitely. Let me check. Remaining, I am not finding any error. Just check with that because other things are correct. Yes.
Ma'am,
Remove.
if you write primary key and write not null, I wrote like that and I didn't get any error.
No, but that is not a correct syntax. Mean it shows that you don't know the meaning of the primary key. Primary key is always not null. So you are adding extra things, means external will come to know that you don't know the concept of primary key. So remove that, drop your table and create it again, whether you get result or not.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And Prathamesh, you remove it. If still you are getting error, then I will check. Maybe some
Okay.
spelling mistake. But one error I found that. Just do it here only. I'll check. No, drop table name, then no bracket. Put semicolon now. Put semicolon and enter. But why you are dropping Prathamesh? Your table is not yet created, right? You have not got any query execution message. So you create directly. Your table is not yet created. So you just create table. Okay, Prathamesh, in your query, you have first written drop table student 17, where you are mixing two queries together. That was another mistake. Maybe because of that, you have not got result and Swaraj got. Right? Don't go for drops. Directly start with create. Prathamesh, you are getting me? Hello? Prathamesh? Okay, he's having some problem. So we'll just go for that question. You can see my screen. Okay, my screen is not visible. I'll just share it. Okay, so we'll go for that
Hello, ma'am.
question.
How are we supposed to modify the column width?
What? Come again with your question.
Column width is supposed to be like, how should we modify the column width?
Yeah, that I'll come to that point. Let me finish with the fourth with everyone. I'll come to that point. Don't worry. For that, again, you have to do alter only. I'll just give him that. Okay, we'll go for this question number 4. I'll just finish from my side so that everyone will finish that part. Create table student. Then I'm just considering 99. Then my first column for the table is roll number. Roll number is the primary key. Yes. Roll number int primary key. Then next student name. Then name is there, so it should be varchar or character. So I will just say 10. It is not null, so not null. Then next I am having address. Address is again so I'll just skip address. Then I am having class, so I'll just go for a class. Class. Then I am having phone number. Phone number, it is integer, so I am saying integer. Then to restrict it for 10 only, I am saying I'm specifying here size, otherwise it will accept default one. So we'll go for this. Is also they said not null, so we have to write that only this much is there. So we have done with this semicolon, and my table is create. Describe your table everywhere, okay? For every answer, student 99. That screenshot is important for your answer. I'm just taking it for my reference. So here, those who have not got output, just check the query which I have written. For next question, we will move ahead. Still anyone is having doubt with question number 4, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go ahead with the next question. Add a column experience to the employee table. Experience numeric null allowed. So what experience numeric? New column name is experience. Numeric. Numeric means integer. Null allowed. So no need to specify the not null keyword. So understand the meaning of the sentence which they have given. So now I have to add the new column. I have mentioned here, learn the alter table syntax. So whenever we want to add a new column or delete a new column, drop a new column, we use a alter table. So I will use the command alter table. What is my employee table? EMP99. Right? Now here, next, add. What I have to add just now for foreign key also we did this. So I'm just saying add in bracket experience. Experience, it is of type integer they said or number, so that you can write int or number. I'll just go for integer. Size, whatever you want to give, or else if you are not specifying is also accepted. It is done. Addition part, semicolon, done. So I will just describe my EMP table. EMP 99 semicolon. So here you can see after department number experience is added. New column added, right? So just add it as a new column. Complete till here everyone.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, isn't numeric a data type?
it is a numeric, but it depends on your software. For Oracle, it accepts the number instead of it is not never accept the int. For Oracle, it accept number. So according to that, the which software which you use for that, somewhere it accept complete keyword integer instead of int. So right now here you can work with int. So that is okay.
No, ma'am, like can we write numeric instead of int?
Or you try with
Bec-
that because yeah, if it accept, then it must be there with this WAMP server. Oh, sorry, with this MySQL. So just try with that. You don't worry. For example, if you want, we will just try with that. Alter table EMP. add, instead of now experience 1, I'll just say experience, I'll just say experience 1, and you want to check for numeric. I don't think here it numeric, but we will check numeric or number also you can try. So I'm just adding the new column. Yes, it is accepting. Even you try with number. I'm just checking with number also. Number also it may accept. So number. No, number it is not accepting. Number is accepted in Oracle. Okay, so now I have added one column which I don't want to be in my table. So
Ma'am, you have written experience once, twice for like numeric and number. The same
but
column name.
number it has not. Yeah, correct. We'll check with that also then. Experience 2 I have to write because one column got added, correct. So yes, it is accepting. So numeric null, sorry.
Ma'am,
We
it
are
is
having,
numeric.
yeah, numeric
Ma'am,
only I
you
checked.
We have to
you
use
didn't check
number.
number.
Int, then numeric are working with this MySQL. We are going to check for number. We'll add one more, don't worry, I'll drop all those. So we just new experience, we just want number, right? So no, number is not working. Number is only working with Oracle. Numeric, it is with MySQL. Yes, Anurag wrote some comment. I'll just check that. Is there a default value for constraint name or it does not get assigned only? No, no name get assigned for a constraint default name if you are not specifying. So always it is better to assign some name. Then ma'am, for phone number it would be better to give varchar instead of int as length is of 10 digits. Yes, for phone number if you want to add the people like 91 dash and all that, then you should use a varchar. But right now I am just considering only mobile numbers as my database. Phone number should be 10 digits with a digit. So I have added integer. But when you are going for your final exam, you can make it varchar. Always varchar is better for the situation where you are having some other things also, like a phone number or somewhere suppose city name, where sometimes it is accepting number in terms of code or in terms of name. So that always it is better to go for a varchar. So that is correct. You can go for a varchar. But right now here in this question I am restricting for the 10 digits only digit number. So that is okay. So now I have to first drop this. So I will
Ma'am,
drop. Yes.
ma'am, in that console in front of department number in key column, it is showing MUL. What is that MUL?
Foreign key. For foreign key in MySQL, it shows the multi MUL. So that
Okay.
is the department number is my foreign key. So now I have to drop. Drop.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in
Yes.
ma'am, in like the general syntax of numeric, you have to write two numbers in the bracket, like 3 comma 1 or something. What is like the general value if you don't write anything in the bracket?
I come again with your question. I didn't get.
Ma'am, the general syntax of numeric, you have to write two numbers in bracket, like 3 comma 1.
M comma
Like
1, M comma N.
it can be anything, right? If you don't
Any,
write any.
just M comma N, general syntax.
Yeah,
So
so
M, yes.
if you don't write anything, what will be the value of m comma n?
General
Here,
syntax are talking,
Ma'am,
right?
the
yes,
default value.
yeah, the default value.
You're talking about this float part for salary.
The
Ma'am,
add.
like we have specified there 7 comma 2. So if we don't write 7 comma 2, then what is the default value?
Which question you are talking?
Ma'am, of salary.
First question, right? Department, right? No, EMP.
Ma'am,
Then
this.
it will then it will not give you in decimal. No, sorry, in a point of float values. It will just give you any number accepted for that. But in after it will not show you in dot after that dot whatever numbers. For example, when I'm saying 7 comma 2, it will accept total 7 digits and it will restrict for that 2 digits before dot, after dot. So 5 digit before dot, right? As per this 7 comma 2. If I am not mentioning that, I'm just writing number or integer, you can put any number. But I will not get dot decimal point over there. Usually rupees or money we are putting in this format, na 100 rupees as 100.00. So for that purpose, I have asked you 7 comma 2. Otherwise, it will just take numeric numbers, integer value, no decimal point.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So I first have to drop this, right? Experience. Whatever I have added for you people. You people don't do this. This is what I just experienced with for a few queries. So we just try this. Can't drop. Does not exist. I have to check.
Ma'am, it was not created
Ma'am,
It
3
was
was not created
because
because
number
it
is not
was
allowed.
number.
number I have added, right? Okay, number. Okay, that has not done. So I'll just check my EMP table if anything is there. No, only experience. So till here, everyone done. Student table you have done. Then next, add a column. Experience done. Fifth question done, right? So we'll go for next question. That is the sixth one. Modify the column width of the job field of employee table. What is the field you have added for a job? For job, what field you have added? Size for
Job.
the job. 10, right?
Yes, ma'am.
See here, it is there. For job, we have added 10. Some may have added other than this. So other than 10, we have to adjust the size of this. So we have to use a alter table. So all of you do this simultaneously. Alter table. Which table? Employee, EMP99. Then for that, now here we have to just do some modification. So instead of add or drop, we have to use modify. So with alter, you can do add, you can do modify, or you can do drop. So we'll say modify. Sometimes it accepts the bracket, sometimes it will not accept the bracket. So according to that, I'll just try with the bracket first. I think we don't require bracket here, but we'll check. Which field, which column? Job. What is the data type for job I have used? Varchar. So keep that same as it is. So before this, you can do one thing. You can print your EMP table so that you will come to know. Employee, previously it was 10, so now I am making it 12. Okay, close the main bracket, semicolon. So it is giving me error. So I think it is not accepting the bracket. So I will remove the bracket. Uh, just remove one extra bracket which we have added after the modify and then try for that. Yes, now it is accepting because I have last even I got this error sometimes, so but I don't know exactly what we have done. So here we got the result. I have to check with my EMP table whether the size is modified or not. So describe your table. Describe EMP99 with semicolon. So here my job field got the size updated. Okay, it is 12. So all of you do this and take screenshot of that. So for modify, it is not accepting the bracket which we have used for the add. Remember that. I'll just copy this, then you can see. Check this. Now question number 7. Okay, shall I wait or I'll go ahead if you have done? Anurag, still you are getting errors in French?
Yes, ma'am.
Shubham, still not working. Better what I can do now for you? It is a software problem actually. I don't know. RAM server. Have you installed it properly? Because installation doesn't require any more time as well as more memory space. Are you getting like this on your right side, Shubham? RAM server? No, means your installation is not done. Shubham, your installation is not done then. If you just start WAM server and then check this. Double click on the icon. Any alternative, then you have online software. But then for exam point of view, I cannot consider that. Just once you got installation done, then I think I'll just show you. On your desktop, you must have created shortcut like this. Double click on this. Then you will get the icon at the bottom like this. See, alternative, there are so many on online platform. But if maybe after Diwali, if we are resuming the college, then definitely we will have practical exam. And that time, if we are providing WAM server, you have to use that only for your exam because everyone has to follow the same one. So then you should be aware with this server, right? Here there is other option also there, which I will teach you later on. Right now, I want you to use this console only. There are more simpler methods also, which I will tell you later on, people. So here, Shubham, check you are getting like this icon. Okay, I am reinstalling. Don't installation done. See, Shubham, first install it. Check, create a shortcut on your desktop. If not created shortcut, then go to your start menu icon. Then here you can write about, go to the start, write there your WAM server. It will give you that WAM server. Click on it, open it. Then once you will open, see right side you will get this icon. Maybe on this bar only, or if you have hidden for that, then here you will get it. Once you will get it, go to that and go to MySQL with the console. Okay, try Shubham. We'll go for next question by that time. So next question, question number 7. Create table employee 1. As already we have employee table, so I have just put the name as employee 1. So what your table name will be employee 1 and your roll number. Okay, so it will be create table. Sorry. Create table emp1 and roll number is, my roll number is 99. So it looks like this. For that, with ename and empno, 2 columns they have said.
Hello, ma'am.
Add, yes.
Can we use emp1 underscore and then roll number?
Yes, yes. You can use employee complete keyword, but my main intention is your roll number to be there. Yes, then after that, okay, I was reading the question. With ename and emp a number, add constraint to check the emp number value while entering emp no greater than 100. See here, last time also while teaching you the constraint part, I told you during theory part, MySQL is not supporting the check constraint. So for that, because it works with the trigger for that purpose. So for that, we will create here. I know it will not it will not work over here, but still for the notation point of view, we will just write a query for this. Okay, already we have
And
written
it
one.
is working. Check notation is working.
Yeah.
It is working over here, like on this.
No, I have not got result for this, at least for this when we are using MySQL through WAM server. We will
I have
check. We,
opened the WAM server.
there it must be working, but in general, they have given that right now, well, SQL has stopped using the check server. They are asking to use a trigger for that. So maybe other software it is accepting, but here it is not giving the result for that. Let's see, we will check. We will just create for that first. Check constraint, check the EMP number value while entering EMP number greater than 100. So we'll create query for that first. So all of you just start creating table EMP1 with your roll number. For this we have columns, two columns are there. So we'll add those columns, ename as a varchar or character as per your choice. I'm just specifying 10 as a size, comma. They have not given any attribute as a primary key. They have not mentioned it. You can create a primary key also. So we'll keep EMPNO. EMPNO. It is integer or number. Then I will just say this is a primary key. They have not specified, but always remember that every table should have a primary key. So add one of the attribute as a primary key. Then I want to add a constraint, right? So I will say, comma, constraint, or give some name for the constraint. Just I am specifying is my check constraint. What I want to check, I want to check EMP number should be greater than 100. So this is what constraint I am completing the table. So it is the end. So I have created my table. I will just describe my table. Describe EMP 199. So this is my table I got. Now what I will do, actually insert part I don't want to show here, but I will just check. Insert into, you people don't do this insert part, okay? Just finish till here. I'm just checking whether it is working or not. Insert into EMP 199 values. Values are ename, I will say ABC. Comma, I will say EMPNO101. It is greater than check. Okay, I will take for less than that. 56. See, it is taking my value 56 where I have created a constraint. Check that EMP number should be greater than 100. Then it should not accept my value, which is 56. But it is accepting that. So here it is not exactly working. It is creating that constraint and everything. But it is not following that. So just I did Google when I got this result. So they say they are saying it is not, it has stopped SQL, MySQL has stopped working with the check. So maybe with other some software, Oracle is working with the check. That is, there is no problem with that. So at least you people aware with the query that is a check constraint, you know. So write for this result. See, whenever it is working, not working, you should be clear with your concept for whatever software you are working so that later on during your exam time, I want you to be clear with whatever we have done. So in front of external, I want you all to give all answers. My all student, I want to be perfect in whatever we have done. Like project when you are doing, when you, I know many people are just taking help of other and all. See student, taking help is not an issue. When you are taking help, see to it that you will learn everything, whatever that person is doing with your project or helping you. Then if you want to be a good in your things, trying yourself is one of the best option. But when you're taking help, don't just ask for someone to create your project and you just show it in front of the external. You learn it and then you present it. That confidence matters a lot. That you have studied, you have learned it, then it is accepted for everything, everywhere. I am saying now you are in second year, you will go in next year, third year, where you will start with your final year project for 5 6 semester onwards. So that is the main intention. So everyone done with the question number 7? Ma'am, it started, but it's WAM server 2.1. You are using is 2.0 also, errors are in other language. Shivam, it's okay. Whether I am using 2.0 or 2.5 doesn't matter. But even a 2.5 will work at your side because other students are getting that result. As I took this software when we were in college, so I have not uninstalled and installed again. Only WAM server, it is a WAM server. Version doesn't matter at present. Other language means I am not getting. What is the system configuration, Shivam, you are having? Yes, Prathamesh?
Ma'am, Shiva.
Yes, Prathamesh.
Ma'am, can you explain again how to install
Question number this last one.
Yes, last one.
Yeah, in last question, Shivam, later on you share your system configuration and also your problem so that I will ask one of our lab assistant to guide you. Okay? Because it is your machine software problem, right? So I will ask someone to help you. Don't worry. Okay, in last question, what they have asked you, create a new table and add one constraint in that. So that is a check constraint they have asked. We have studied constraints, right? Integrity constraint. That is a primary domain constraint. Then we have learned naming constraint, key attribute constraint. So we have learned primary key, foreign key constraint, check constraint, null value constraint, unique key constraint, unique constraint. So according to that, they have asked us to check. So whenever we want to install or insert anything for EMP number, that value should be greater than 100. Right. So for that purpose, I want to create one table which as per the question. So I'm creating table, new table EMP. Previously I was having the table EMP 99. So now I have created EMP 199. So table will not get, means same table should not be there. Always remember that in one database. So my columns are ename, which they have asked, ename varchar, that is data type and size. Second column is employee number, integer, and I'm making it as a primary key because every table should have a primary key. As they have not asked, still I have added it. Okay, then when you want to add a constraint, put a comma after this. This is a new line, or you can continue here, but always keep habit of this way so you can see everything. Constraint keyword. This ch is the name for my constraint. This name can be anything. You can put your initials P and J, Prathamesh Zavre, so that it will not get repeated. Then check keyword in round bracket for which attribute you want to apply the constraint. That is attribute name, column name, EMP number. What constraint you want to apply? That value should be greater than 100. Okay, and close those brackets. So I have added a new constraint for that. Only thing when I am checking with this MySQL use through the WAM server, it is not following this check constraint. Because when I try to insert value less than 100, it is accepting. See here, my table will look like this now. See, just not describe. Now I have to write select star from EMP 199. So it is semicolon. It is accepting that value, which should not happen as per the constraint. So for this, we can write a trigger to accept it. That we will do when we'll go for a trigger part. But at least as per the question, you should do till here. And in exam, if this question is there, you write your answer for this as till here. And if external asks you, try to work this. You just give answer that the software which we have used for our practical purpose. In that, MySQL is not taking the check constraint, but we have learned the concept for that. Okay. and that
Yes,
is
ma'am, got it.
I am giving everything to you. Whatever we are getting with the ma'am server, I am sharing with you, so that during exam time you should not face, because some people will may get disturbed that, oh, then my value is not accepted. But it is a fact that this is not accepting. Your query is not wrong. You got the result for creation. Okay, fine. Then we will go ahead with the next question. Question number 8. Drop a column experience from the employee table. Just now we added one column experience to our employee table. Now we have to drop. So again for that we have to write alter table. Alter table. Now consider our previous table EMP 99 wala. Don't consider this constraint table. Okay, EMP 99. Okay. Now here drop with alter drop column. Which column I want to drop? Experience. Experience. See, the spelling which you have used over there while adding, this should be same, otherwise you will get error. And done. So now I will just say describe my table EMP 99. I will get result. See here my experience column is not there. What you can do, student, before running this drop command, alter table, before this you just write describe EMP 99, so that you are showing the table structure before using the drop and table structure after using the drop. So both should come in your result. That will be more clear. So all of you run first describe table EMP 99 and then use this drop command, and then again describe table 99. Do this. This is for your question number 8.
Can you explain question number 9 because it's not working?
Question number 8.
No, 9.
9 I will tell. 8, all of you done with the 8? Everyone finished with 8?
No, ma'am.
Just finish in 2 minutes, because it is not tough. Go ahead with that. First write for EMP, describe EMP 99. Show the table with experience column which is there. Then run this altered command for dropping the column, and then describe EMP 99. Question 9. Rename the student table with student info. Yes, for this purpose only, these two questions only I asked you to create the student table. And the department and employee table we required for next experiment. Okay. So shall I go ahead? Rename. Student table. Complete table name we have to change, right? So we'll write rename.
Ma'am, I have used alter table, then table's name, then rename the column name to the address to location.
You're talking about question number 9 or 10?
9.
But then in 9 we have to rename the table. Then column name is not.
10. Sorry, 10.
Yes, Krishna, I am not getting you.
I am talking about question number 10.
9 you got?
Yes, 9 is done.
Then wait. We'll just finish 9 with others, and then we'll go for 10. So student, we have to just rename the table name, right? So just write rename, whatever your table name. So table, which table you want to rename? That is our student. My table is 99. Sorry. Rename table. This is my table name, which I want to change to student info, right? To 2. I will use the keyword to stud underscore info. Okay. Now to check whether my table is renamed or not. So I will just write describe student. Okay. Students just with this stud info, you put your roll number. I forgot here. Stud info, whatever your roll number. Okay. Describe student. I'm just writing student 99. So what it is saying table, this is my database name, table name does not exist. Why? Because I have changed the name. So I will check with describe stud underscore info. Shubham, right now if you are not getting your software executed, at least you keep write this query somewhere so that you will get your result, okay, later on. You can just copy paste. So here my name is changed. So everyone first rename it, try with describe for the old table, then whatever result you are getting, then describe with the new name. New name should be with your roll number. I forgot here, you just put that. So take a screenshot of all this. So here we have done with the next question. Now last question for this experiment, that is a 10. Shall I wait or I'll go ahead?
Ma'am, wait a
Okay, Anurag, you got the language issue problem solved. Shubham, your issue is fixed. Very good. Downloaded the other. Okay, second side. So I think your system must be 32-bit then. That I was asking you. Okay, anyways. So even Anurag got the language issue. So just copy this link where the Anurag has put if you are getting any language issue. I'll keep that for reference. This is Anurag, this problem we are facing first time, language issue. Maybe we were using in our college, so I know this is all system were of a similar type, so we have not faced this problem. But now when we are working with different people and with your own system, let's many different experience I am getting, so that is good, no problem. Last question, student will go for this.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, here we don't have to describe stud underscore info.
Yes, I have written that you have to describe that student underscore info.
Okay, ma'am.
You can see my screen. First, you have to just rename the table, then describe your old table with old table name, and then describe with new table name. It shows here when your old table name does not exist, new table name it got renamed with the new table.
Okay, ma'am, got it. Thank you.
Yes. Now we'll go for last question. No, there are two questions. 10. Rename the column address to location. In student, we have address column in location with location in stud info. Now, this is our table name stud info, right? So, your must be stud info, your roll number. So, for that rename, you have to use, when it is related with the column, you have to use a alter table. Sorry. Alter table, which is your table stud info. Right? In that, I want to rename the column with the new table. For MySQL, the command is like change. We have to use the keyword change. Old column name, address, new column name which you want to replace with the data type for that, and the size doesn't matter if it is integer. Right now I'm just specifying so that if it is character type, you have to you will not forget to write the size. So this is the notation or syntax you have to write when you want to rename the column. Alter table name, change keyword, old column name, new column name with its data type and size. If it is integer,
Ma'am, it is varchar in about it.
in address, sorry. So we have to specify varchar. Otherwise, it will accept. But the thing is, then it will accept the address in integer only. So good that I just modified. I will accept it 20. Varchar 20 semicolon. Correct. It is address, so it should be varchar. or character. Varchar always preferable because in address we have many syntax. So done. This is a change. I will just describe my table studinfo. Info. So here you can see address is changed with location. Varchar I have changed. Previously it was varchar 10. I now modified size with 20 and done. Here it is accepting null value. Why? Because I have not specified here not null, which was asked in student table. So if you want, you can do that also. I will just drop. No, right now I will not do. Otherwise, you can do. You people just mention here after varchar 20, not null. After varchar 20, just write not null because it was there in previous your student question. So don't change the structure of that. Keep it not null. After 20, after bracket, just write not null. So that here you will get no. As I have not written, I got this. It's okay. So I'll just copy it. So
And how
almost
to
all.
drop a column?
Yes.
How to drop a column?
Yes, we will do that. That is 11 question, right?
11th question is asking us to truncate the table and then drop the same table.
Yes, so for 11 we will do the same, both thing. Why I have done asked both in one question, so that you will get the result for that. Which question table we are going to truncate? Studinfo. Right now we have not inserted anything in that table, right? So truncate will not affect anything. Truncate will just show us the same table. But when we will do for a drop, what will happen? So do one thing, all of you just describe your studinfo table for this query. This is my table. When I am using the query truncate, truncate is truncate. Check the spelling for
Actually, by
truncate,
mistake,
okay?
I performed the
Yes?
experiment that I truncated the table and then I even dropped the table, but I didn't take the describe. I didn't describe the table before dropping it.
You dropped it now then?
Yes, but now
So
I can't see the table again when I'm describing it, so I can't show it.
once you drop it, you will not get your table. So we are performing drop option should be done very carefully. So you have your this studinfo table which you have for a previous query.
Yes, I have described it
Just
previously.
copy that then. Just copy
Hello,
that.
ma'am.
Just copy that
Okay, ma'am.
while putting for your answer. Okay? Then
Hello,
truncate.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in that above, I have not used not null. So can you show how can we drop that location column and then again use?
Yes. So column dropping we did right for experience. You have this query with you. For experience we did. I'll show you. Just drop the column experience, column name. I'll just show it. See here, adding experience, modifying, and here we have dropped experience. Here, alter table name, drop column experience. So similarly, you write alter table name, drop column location. So your column will get dropped. Later on, add that column in your table using this alter table add. Here.
Okay,
Alter
ma'am.
table
It's
name
clear now.
add. Yes. Here while adding mention not null.
Okay, ma'am.
And just take that screenshot of the described table. Okay. Then truncate will remove all the data from the table. Right now we don't have any data, but we will see our table is there or not after this. So truncate table. My table name is studinfo. So I'm just saying truncate. So table it query executed. I will just describe my table after truncate. So it should give me the structure of my table. So it is there, right? So now I will say drop table stud info. So it's saying dropped. So when I will say describe, drop means completely table removed from my database. Describe student underscore information. It is saying table does not exist, means my query is correct. With truncate, structure remain, only the data will get deleted. How the data will get deleted, that we will see. Truncate with DML commands. So when data is there, then you will come to know how the truncate works exactly. Okay, so now with this, we have finished with all questions which were asked in this experiment, right? So I'll just take a snapshot of that. These all steps are required, okay, to show your result. So now, student, after in this experiment, shall I close my console, or you required it?
Do we have to save this or it is saved?
Do we have to save? No, it will be there. Means whatever you have done, if you are not changing, uninstalling your software, the data will be there. But wait, right now I'm showing you one thing, because if something happen and you have to uninstall it for that. Do one thing for practice question. I have added here. Consider a schema for your experiment and try to work on DDL commands to design a database. Okay, so create your tables and everything. Same thing you have written for your assignment question number 3. Now you just practice that, or just try to check those with your software. Okay, and you yourself try to change the size, try to change the columns name and table name by yourself. That is for your practice. Here for a practice question. Okay, in your result, while submitting the document, you just write your conclusion or result, what commands you learn and everything in your own word. Okay, don't start your conclusion with the keyword, then I will remove your marks. Okay, reduce. So here for practice question, just put few whatever you have done for app with the software, just screenshot or snapshot of that. Fine. So now all of you just pay attention here. When you are working with a software for MySQL WAM server, just now go to the WAM server, go to the PHP myadmin, then you are coming here. I am already open with that. So this structure is coming right here. Right now you can see my new database must be present. This is the old one. I just see left side, you can see my database is there. In this database, I am having these 3 tables which I have created just now as my backup.
Ma'am, it is asking to log in.
Login? No.
Yes, ma'am. It is asking me to log in.
Ma'am, I think password admin root and password will be blank.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's working. You have to put root as username and
It's asking you ID and password.
Root and blank is a password and username.
Okay, so put that, because I have not, maybe for this new software sir must have put that. So put the root one. For that root, we have not put any password. If password, because while working with the console, we just enter it. So now you got that. Everyone got that? Yes, student.
Yes, ma'am.
Students, see here now. Here you can see this is my database. Select the database which you have created just now. So I am selecting SEIT. So that is my database name. I am having these 3 tables. All 3 tables are here. You can see what all things are there here. Records. I have just added 1 record in this. You people must be getting this 0 because you have not added any record, right? Again, here when you will go for a SQL query. You can write your SQL query, click on SQL, you can write your query here, you can execute it with the go option. But for exam, you have to use the console only. So we are trying to run our experiment on console only. this option phpMyAdmin you will just use for export purpose and import purpose as a backup. Okay, what you are going to do now, you are going to export. Click on export. Okay, all these three, select all. I have selected these tables. Okay, now below that, whatever the default settings are there, don't change those settings. Okay, now here main thing, just check over here, save as a file. If you are not checking over here, the file will not get saved. Check box. Then give the name for your file. For example, I will say experiment 3. Okay, experiment 3. How you want, compression, zip file, or some other format, that is up to you. I'm just saying compression. I don't want compression. I just want with a normal file. So here just click on go. So it will give you one file storing. It is not clicked. So here, okay, it is done. So here your file is downloaded in your system. So showing somewhere in download by default wherever you are having. So I got here experimentary document. Save your file somewhere in your proper position wherever you are having your database. Okay. So maybe right now I will store in my DBMS folder for SQL. Here I am saving. So what will happen if in case anything happen with your software RAM server, so you will install it again. That time you will not get all this, but you have done these tables, and next time, next practical, we just have to insert operation. We don't want to create the table. So to get all these whatever we did in these tables, what we will do, we will just go to import. We will just go to import, and there you will just choose your file which we have saved, and then you will say go. So your file will get again, your system will get restored with whatever you have done in today's practical. This is you will use only when you will reinstall your software. Till that, your all the things will remain on your system RAM server. Okay, till then no need to use that. Fine. So this is about the backup which is there, or structure which for maintaining the data, so that you will not face any issue in future. Other thing, whatever things you have done with your database, suppose I think something like materialized view and all that structure part. In structure, you can see here, not this database, I'm just specifying databases, localhost. Okay, here you can see there are many things. Databases you can see in these, what are SQL queries you want to run, what is your status, go to the status. Here you can see what things you have done till now, everything for your still in this system for this software, whatever I have total, how many queries I have written for what purpose, and everything you will get over data. That I was talking about, that here instead of using the trigger, the system themselves are having some materialized view. That day when Krishna asked the question, so I know that is somewhere it is there, but I have not checked with that. So just for you people, variables which you can use, can forget about that. There is one more thing, is a binary log is created. Which one you want to find out, go with that particular thing, you will get the data related to that particular thing. So here status will give you all the things you have done till now with your system, and the binary log is there. And import export, right now you will use this part phpMyAdmin only for the sake of import and export. Then later on when you want to use this for your project and everything, that you can use later on. That is another issue. But right now for practical purpose, to take every experiment, at the end of every experiment, you will export your data. Okay, so all of you just export your data, take a backup of this. So anything happen next practical, you will not say ma'am वो वहाँ पे रखा था वो system पे अभी नहीं है. So this backup, whatever file you have stored, you can import to any next software for a WAM server, next installation. That is accepted. Means for usually when we are doing practical in college, and half of the practical you have finished, half you want to do at home, so you can just export your things import those at your home in WAM server and start continuing. Okay, so that is what I want to tell. Actually, I thought we will finish 2 practicals today, but we have finished 1 only. It's okay because this is our first practical where I have to explain each and everything. So that is not an issue. So any doubt, student here? Or I'll just go for attendance. Still attendance is left. Roll number 1. Roll number 1 is there. Student, you can hear me, right? Okay, roll number 1? No. So roll number 1 itself is absent. 2. Alicia. 3. Pratik. 4.
Present, ma'am.
5.
Present, ma'am.
6.
Present, ma'am.
7. Okay, student, assignment submission. Today is the last date. I have extended it till today because a few students asked for that. But today is the last date. Submit it by that day. And for this experiment, before next experiment, that is a Tuesday. Monday will be the last date. Or I will just skip Tuesday. Tuesday is the last date for submission of this experiment. Okay, next. 8, roll number.
Present,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
she was there.
Prathamesh, yes.
Nothing.
Speak, don't worry. Okay. 8 is there, 9,
Present, ma'am.
10,
Present.